Hello, in this video we will discuss about the acetic acid. The apple cider vinegar basically we will understand in this video. So the apple cider vinegar produced from the aerobically when we will add the apple into the alcohol and some apple nutrients contain and the acetobacter will add and the aerobically the acetic acid will form. This acetic acid is known as the apple cider vinegar. So this apple cider vinegar physiology we will discuss. What is the changes due to acetic acid in our body? So let's begin to understand with simple concept and the simple understanding manner. So this is the acetic acid when drink that 3 spoon or 4 spoon. So it is antibacterial due to the acidic and improved digestion. How improved digestion? Let's begin to understand. This is the parietal cell and this is the pepsinogen producing cell. And this is the chief cell will produce the hydrochloric acid will activate the pepsinogen into the pepsin, and the pepsin is the higher activation due to the 2.0 acidity in the stomach due to the more acid. So it means it will be active more when the acidic medium will provide. So the hydrochloric is also, but the acetic acid will work also for digestion and improve the digestion. After this, it will go into the blood circulatory system, and this acetic acid will go into the blood circulatory system. And let's begin to understand when the a pH will be decreased, it means the acidosis will be occur. But in this case here, you can see the acetic acid will lead to decrease the pH and dissociate into the acetate for the increasing of the pH, while the inhibit the carbonic acid lead to dissociation will increase the water. So the prevention of dehydration mechanism due to the apple cider vinegar is very important, and acid base balance in blood prevention to alkalosis also. So when alkaline more in our blood, we need the acetic acid or carbonic acid. So here is you can see this is the acetate transporter channel which that will allow to move the acetate into the cell. So into the cell, this is the somatic cell. After this, the acetate coenzyme synthetase 2, which that will convert the acetyl CoA and go into the mitochondria to produce a lot of energy. So that is why the acetic acid is also increase the quick response to produce the ATP will lead to appetite suppression. Due to the higher energy level, increase the level of energy in our cells. So it means we will not need to more eat. While here is the increase of the ATP which that inhibit the glucose metabolism. In this way, the isoglycemia will be occur, will lead to decrease the blood pressure normally, and when increase the glucose will lead to hydration more in the blood circulatory system will lead to increase the blood pressure. So that will not occur due to the apple cider vinegar. And on the other hand, here is the pancreas which that will produce insulin, but in this case the glucose will not need into the cells, so the insulin will inhibit. In this way, the diabetic person will improve the insulin sensitivity with, while the glucagon will increase. Why insulin sensitivity increase? Due to the delay of the insulin production. It means will not bind with the receptor, so the receptor will prepare. While here the glucagon, which that move into the blood circulatory system and increase due to the ATP increase, and the glucose level maintain will lead to glucagon, which that will work due to the slightly consumption. So in this way, it will target to the adipose tissue also and muscle for increase the glucose into the blood for normal level, and in this way the lipolysis will be occur and the fatty acid production and glycerol. This is known as the lipolysis will lead to fat loss increase. So the increase of the fat loss due to this mechanism and the appetite suppression due to leptin, adiponectin and FGF21 during the lipolysis will inhibit the appetite. Appetite suppression and suppression of hunger and feel satiety. Anyhow, let's begin here is the glucagon receptor. So remember, will bind and the fatty acid will move into the blood circulatory system, will lead to LDL increase, but normally it will not dangerous. So in this way, here is the fatty acid, which that is the beta oxidation will produce acetyl CoA and go into the mitochondria, will lead to produce more ATP, will increase uh, more ATP, increase more appetite suppression. So this is the mechanism, but the acetate produce the reactive oxygen species as itself will damage, but it is normal, not any problem if we will consume normally. So the beneficial effect is the high in healthful substance, can help in harmful bacteria prevention, may help lower blood pressure and improve the heart health, help in the weight loss and decrease the diabetes mellitus too, and may boost skin health by vasodilation. So you can understand here, here I am drawing the cell for understanding. It means the receptor of the insulin receptor for conceiving the insulin will be more. In this way, the amplification of the insulin receiving will be increased, will lead to more insulin bind with the cell, will lead to influx of the glucose will more. So that is why the glucose hyperglycemia will not possible, because that is the acetic acid, apple cider vinegar benefit. While the side effect is the delayed stomach emptying because of digestion, and the digestive problem can occur due to the acid base acidity increase more and acidity in digestive system and low potassium level and bone loss. Why? Here I am drawing extracellular and intracellular. This is the hypothesis about the potassium loss. So this is the acetic acid will lead to decrease the pH. It means the acetic more will lead to potassium will move out into the blood circulatory system. Due to the potassium will can bind with the also bind with the KOH, potassium hydroxide will increase and lead to basic. This is the two step, but in this case here the potassium will go and excrete from the urinary system. But important thing is that in the blood circulatory system, it also convert into the potassium hydroxide for decrease the acidity. So this is the homeostasis process, because the potassium chloride are present either in the form of basically the potassium. Uh, Potassium is basically acid which potassium chloride, which that will lead to decrease, so the acid will more. So on the other hand, here is the nervous disorder which that will lead to and transporting loss and the physiology changes due to the loss of potassium due to the excretion due to the increase in the blood circulatory system. So on the other hand, the erosion of the tooth enamel and throats burns and skin burn. These are the all things, but the beneficial effect of the apple cider vinegar is more, and it can improve our lifestyle as well as decrease the body fat, which that I had mentioned in this video. So you can watch again to understand more. So anyhow, here you can see this is the reactive oxygen species as itself acetate, but it will damage, but it normally not too much work if we will consume as a possessive person, which that is basically again and again apple cider vinegar drink will lead to cause the damage cell, but it will normally. So that is why the acetic acid as apple cider vinegar health benefits. So thanks for watching. Please make sure to